BNB Binance coin is likely to go over $1,000 in 2022, but we are on day 3 of following the analysis day by day, and it is unfolding perfectly. Not there yet, but we're going to do an update for day 3 on our day-by-day analysis. If you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jiggy. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro, featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008, where I only used to focus on currencies, but now exclusive on crypto. So let's dive straight in. So I highly recommend that you watch the last few videos. And what we just said with Binance coin, BNB, we've had this nice movement to the upside, and we look like we're forming this nice A, B, C correction. And what we're trying to do really is project in advance, or really do the technical position of getting the end of this correction. This part here looks like it's breaking down to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're really focused down here. So we've got some new information today. So we're going to zoom in, and we're really going to stay focused on this. So we're going to watch this day by day until we either it invalidates in some way, shape, or form, or we get an entry into the position. So it looks like we are now forming this, what we anticipated to be the maximum on this A, B, C of a wave 4. We're going to be patient for one more move to the downside. And this is where we're looking for the end of this whole massive correction for us to then continue the larger degree trend. What I mean by that is larger degree trend is a continuation of the market. Right, so what new information do we have? Right, we've started a new week now. So I'm just going to come out of this chart. I'm going to go to my top left, and we're going to go to the weekly chart. And what we can see is the stochastics RSI. This is the momentum. Momentum simply just measures the rate of change, whether the market's accelerating, decelerating, how it's changing. But in layman's terms, what we're waiting for is either the market to be below this black line, that's called oversold, or for the blue line to cross over the red. That's what's happened this week. Now, what that tells us is that the downside movement should be limited, and we should anticipate a major correction. So we got sideways to up for a few weeks. And then we go back to the daily chart, which is what we've been focused on. I'm going to zoom right the way into the recent data. Right, this is the recent data. And what are we waiting for now? Well, quite simply, we are forming what looks like, I mean, if you're a short-term trader, this is a good shorting opportunity down here, because this is a textbook A, B, C correction. What will confirm be a big signal for the confirmation of this wave 4 top? These are just some of the technical things you want to be aware of. Let me just zoom this in a bit more so we can really focus. Is if Binance coin, BNB, trades into this range, I'm just going to change this to black, and we'll just make it a bit thinner. If it trades into below the range of, this is 312. If it goes below this range, that'll be our first major signal that this wave 4, C of 4 is confirmed. What will be the absolute signal? Well, is a trade below this. If you're shorting it, this is what you want to be aware of. But we're not looking to short. That's not what I'm suggesting here. What we're looking at is really for this correction to finish into this range down here for a continuation. One last thing as well when it comes to the daily momentum. So we know the weekly momentum is now pointing up, but the daily momentum is overbought. So what we're also going to be patient for is a few days sideways to down. Let the red and the blue line come into this lower zone. Ideally, we want to see a crossover, so then we get a combination of pattern, price, and momentum. Ideally, 2 momentums. So we've got weekly and daily. That's 2. We've got pattern. We're going to have a wave 5 of a wave C of a wave 2. That's 3 degrees of pattern. That's very, very significant. And then, last but not least, what we're going to really focus on, we'll just get rid of this now, is the price position. Now, we're not projecting in advance yet, because what we want as a minimum is I would like to see BNB go below this point here. So go below this point, this line over here. If it goes below that point, we can say with confidence that this is likely to hold as a wave 4 high on a micro scale. And then we can do some end of wave 5, or actually we've got 4 degrees here, 5 of 5 of a C of a 2. I think I've got the 2 here somewhere. Here it is, down here. Right, you don't need 4 degrees of count, but we just happen to have them over here because we're getting really, really detailed. Now, if this final part of the market breaks down to 5-wave sequence, we can really get some tight entry points with very, very high probability and minimal capital exposure. So there you have it. BNB, we're following it. This is day 3. We're following it day by day. Is unfolding this textbook. Now, the markets tend to unfold in 5s and 3s. And if you want to learn how to read the markets using Elliott Wave, one of the best ways of seeing the market psychology, who cares about psychology, right? It's like what's likely to happen next where I can buy low and sell high. Take my free Elliott Wave Fibonacci Masterclass. Is in the link below. It breaks everything down for you on the 3 key rules, not how to count to 5, but how to count in relation to the price action of counting to 5 and typical ABC corrections. And it will just kind of give you the Fibonacci, the key Fibonacci ratios that you want to really, really be aware of. So if you like today's content, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. We're going to continue to follow BNB, Binance coin, day by day. Either it takes off and it invalidates the whole wave count, or it does make a lower low in the perfect time, so price, pattern, and momentum position where it's likely to have a major low where we may see a continuation to all-time new highs and potentially over $1,000 with, I was going to say Bitcoin, Binance coin, BNB, Binance coin. So again, take the masterclass and then use these day-by-day follow-ups because you'll see how often we're doing this live, so we don't know what's going to happen. Probabilities, never certainties, but we just want to go with the technical position, stack the probabilities in our favor, and then we want to have a nice entry strategy that's based on logic, is objective, and non-emotional. Let's finish on a quote. We are going to go with chapter 3. It's Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Rome wasn't built in a day, so it's all about just one step at a time. And the reason I'm doing this, follow me, documented BNB day by day, is sometimes, there's a lot of movement in the markets. But actually, if we just go day by day, it's only a little bit. It's only one more day's worth of data. And if we're looking at weekly and daily data as our main kind of analysis, then we only have to look at one thing. And then we go, right, we can just be patient. And then if we hit a wave 5 of a wave C of a wave 2, momentum, pattern, and then there's some key Fibonacci ratio zones, then we just need a nice clean entry point. And is being able to have that skill set to do that. So to exercise patience. Because what I found with most individuals is that they're trying to rush. I don't want to miss out. If BNB takes off, I don't want to miss out. Yeah, we get that. It's called fear of missing out. That's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's, the optimism and pessimism. That's what actually drives the markets, fear and greed. We want to be able to park those emotions aside and then be able to have a logical viewpoint of the market and then be able to enter and exit based on logic, and therefore you can be consistent. And it doesn't mean it's going to be 100% because you're only looking to be right around 1/3 to 50% of the time, and you make significant profits. And the other times, you're looking to break even or make a small profit or maybe take a small loss. And that's just the art and the science of trading. So keep following day by day, BNB. Let's see how it unfolds. Next few days, we should be potentially seeing a reversal and making a move towards the wave 5 of a wave C of a wave 2. If that unfolds, then we'll talk about good entry points and good risk management with this particular position. Quite exciting, right? Quite exciting that we're seeing it day by day unfold because we're not backtracking, we're just going day by day and then we can see it. So if you like today's content, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 4 of BNB. See you soon.